Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to another vid on Squid Duelist. Today I'll be showing y'all my deck profile for Branded Predaplant. Deck I've been maining a lot recently. And I post this deck on Insta quite a lot. Y'all may know me on there as also Squid Duelist. So I'm just gonna do it on YouTube as well, because I think it's been almost a year since I posted on this channel, but I'll figure it out. But starting off, hope y'all can see this. We got the 3 Keeper of Dragon Magic, the best normal summon in the entire deck. Gets you to pretty much full combo with just literally 2 discards or 1, depending on the combo. And obviously the card you want to search off of Keeper, Instant Fusion. Literally, if this card gets unlimited, it is broken. But unfortunately, if it gets banned, this deck may be a bit sucks. Now, I don't have Aluber, so I play Kitt. But spriggans Kitt is so much better in ways. You can special summon it. There's so many combos with it. Of course, the 3 Branded Fusion. You gotta play 3 of those. It's pretty much your bread and butter for this entire deck. Literally, you play Branded Fusion. If you get ashed, you don't lose, because there's other plays you make. I also play 2 albaz instead of 3, because albaz isn't like the biggest card in the deck. And a card I am playing, staysailor romarin, because when she's sent off Branded Fusion, she dumps a plant to the grave, which is very important for this deck. Obviously, snow is banned in this format, and I don't see a lot of people updating this deck, so I figure it might as well. 1 tragedy, of course, and I am playing Adlib. Now, I don't have Branded in red, but Adlib is still crazy in this deck. Of course, Branded Lost protects your fusion monster's effects. Comes up a lot in this deck. And I am playing Branded Banishment over Branded in red, because I do not have Branded in red. Mercurier as well, the simple hand trap negate. And I am playing Albion Branded Sword Package. Pretty much recurs your Mercurier back from the grave. And that's pretty much it for the Branded engine, which it's really good. A lot of this stuff comes up, and it's very consistency. Literally just opening Keeper by itself gets you to both this engine and the Branded engine, which is pretty crazy. And you can also play other things with this deck, like if you want to run Dragoon. It is really good in this deck. Or if you want to run DPE, which I was running at one point. I do have the DPE engine, it's just not in this deck anymore. But it is consistent. And for the Predaplant, I play 1 Triantis. It's pretty good when it's in the scale. You can fuse with it, and it places counters, which is very important for this deck. And I'm opting to play 2 Bufo instead of 1. The Frog Poly in the scale. And the reason why I play 2 of these is because when you have these in the scale, let's say you need these to make ambulance, use this, you fuse these 2, make the level 5, the Predaprime ambulomelidies. I like to call it ambulance. If you know, you know. This adds this back to your hand, so you always have a copy of Triantis, but you need the second Bufo in order for it to work. And sometimes when you use it for combo, and you need a second one, so that's why you play. I play triple byblisp, a lot of discard effects in the deck, so you do play 3. And this, normally, would be a surprise to people, because people always max it out on this. I'm playing 1 Scorpio. Now, as much as I'd want to run multiple copies, the reason why I only run 1 is because, well, I only have 1, but Keeper of Dragon Magic. Literally, like, you always want to see that in your starting combo. And I am playing the 1 Chlymidia to go alongside it. Obviously, go Scorpio, discarding byblisp, summon the Chlymidia, byblisp will search. There's a lot of crazy combos this deck can do. I will be showing combos probably another time. But we got sarraceniant. This is just the 40th card in the deck. The effect does come up as well. So let's say your opponent's attacking you. They're going for OTK. They access code you or whatever. They attack you directly with access code. You special summon this. If they attack it, their monster is destroyed. And if not, if it leaves the field, you get a search of any Predap card. So it's pretty good. Personally, I might cut this for the second Scorpio or Chlymidia or another good card. I was debating on playing Poly in here, but decided not to. I am playing the Cobra. You have to play Cobra if you're playing the Predaplant engine. I was going to play multiple, but that's why I'm playing the Kitt. Because if you play Aliber instead of Kitt, you can't shuffle this back, so if you open it, you're kind of screwed. But if I open Kitt plus this, I can activate Kitt, add Branded Fusion to hand, and put this on the bottom of the deck, so it just adds it back, and it's pretty crazy. And another thing people are going to question me on, I only play one Predapractice. The reason is because this is so searchable by like multiple of my cards that I only need one. So I'm only really playing one. Same thing with Predaprime, you only need one of this. If you're playing pure Predaplant, so you can play two. And I don't have Predaplanting yet, so that's why it's not in this build. But another questionable card I am playing one of, Lonefire Blossom. So if I open this, summons this, searches the, tribute it, summon this, go full combo without the thing. Also play Foolish, dump the byblisp, and Fusion Deployment, search albaz if Branded Fusion gets ashed. And for my hand trap lineup, one called by the grave, standard, I'm playing 3 Ghost Mourner. This should be effective alert, but I only have 2. And I have none, and 2 Ghost Ogre. Could swap these if you want to, but that's just my my prefer, whatever. You know what I mean? But yeah, this engine is really insane. Like, there's so many things this deck can do. I will also link pretty crazy Predaplant build. It's not mine, but it's really good. I will link that in the description. But off to the extra deck, we have 2 copies of Ambulance. Mandatory. You only have to play 1. I like to play 2 for in case one gets destroyed. Also, it does come up a lot. And a card that I find mandatory for this deck, 2 Dragostapelia. You use 1 in your end board, and 1 you can just summon another one once your first one gets used with like a banishment combo. That's pretty broken. And a card I'm playing, Trif. This should be Guardian Chimera, but I used to have it. If y'all seen on Instagram, I posted for this deck, but I kind of sold it, and I got this. It's like its replacement. It's pretty good. Can get beefy OTK. And another card I find mandatory for going second if you need to, Starving Venom. I don't play. You could play Super Poly in this, but this is like my budget deck. I've been like working on this deck for months, like slowly from scratch without buying any structure decks or anything. So this is just what I have, and I was playing like Sprint. Either it was Sprint or something else, but I swapped it for Venmi Dragon because this thing comes up quite a bit in your end build. If Branded Fusion gets ashed and you have another extra card you can make, play that. Predapower, kind of mandatory. It is 3600, is a beefy monster. It's not as beefy as Trif, but it can get pretty buff. It's pretty good. For Branded monsters, I play 2 Albion, 1 Lubellian, 1 albulanatis, and 2 Mirror Jade. Mirror Jade is mandatory at 2 in any branded deck, especially with the cash meta. But they are banning Arise Heart tomorrow, because tomorrow's the new ban list. So they are banning, finally, Arise Heart. Alba searches any fusion spell. In Lubellian, it just makes another fusion. Albion is what you use to dump the romarin to get its effect to dump the byblisp. All those crazy plays. Let me just lay these out for you real quick. And the final extra deck card I'm playing, Triantis. I was playing Masquerade. I do have 2. If y'all keep up on my deck profiles on Instagram, Squid Duelist, by the way, make sure y'all follow if you want. But yeah, Triantis does come up. And no, I do not have Cartesia, none of the newer stuff, Quem, all that stuff. So this is just budget deck pretty much. Y'all do not have to copy this exact list, but I will be doing combos at some point. I will show the side deck, just for personal preference. For my back row removal, I'm playing 2 Cosmics. You should play 3, but I'm only playing 2. And Flanker Tops for going second. Board Breaker, pretty good. 2 Book of Moon. It's pretty good. Dodges imperms, that's what I use it for. These next choices are just cards that I've just wanted to throw in for fun or whatever. Compulsory Evacuation Device. Like if they have like an annoying monster, shuffle it back. Dark Bribes negates Ash, pretty good, and stuff like that. Oh, never mind. It doesn't negate Ash. But I thought, because I've never used this once yet, but this thing can negate imperms and other stuff like that. And the next 6 choices, the final 6, I wanted something to deal with Ibly and like any annoying board breakers, so I put in 3 Econ as some like additional outs. So it does come up. It's pretty good. And the last thing I've opted for, 3 Bestial Baldricks. I was going to play Magnamut, but because tomorrow's ban list, the 25th, tomorrow, or is today the 25th? No, it is the 24th. Magnamut got limited to 1. Jewsworm is good, but it's a bit expensive, even though it just got reprinted, but Baldricks are pretty good. But, yeah, that is the 40-card main deck, 15 extra, and full side deck. If y'all want to see combos of this deck, make sure y'all hit that button for more if y'all want to. And, yeah, I will see y'all in the next one. Peace out.